When you have the opportunity to watch how an Italian mom makes fresh handmade pasta for you and your friends, you simply drop everything you're doing and enjoy the show.
This is the second question.
I was lucky to have met Roberta, my translator, but foremost a friend. I was particularly lucky because Roberta's mom was willing to show me how she cooks at home every day for her family, friends and guests.
E allora, io sono Graziella, mi occupo della nostra azienda, facciamo ospitalità e mi piace far assaggiare i nostri piatti all'ospite. Cucino i prodotti del nostro orto e faccio dei piatti semplici, piatti contadini, naturale.
Grazie.
Prego.
Stars are shining, I feel as good as you look.
Casa Don Ignacio near Rossolini in Sicily is not only home to the highest quality of olives, but they also have their own seasonal vegetable garden.
Perfect timing, that kitchen's right on cue. Yeah, no denying what you wanna do. Yeah, yeah.
Duck.
Pavone.
Avone?
Pavone.
Pavone.
E anatre.
And chicken?
Galline.
Delina?
Gallina.
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 And gallina and uovo.
Uovo.
Uovo. Peperoncini?
Peperoni.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni is...
Non piccante. No.
Chili is paprika.
yeah, so the paprika is pepperoni
Sì.
and pepperoncini?
Chino is the chili.
Sì.
Perché inizialmente sono verdi e poi maturano
Ah, quindi
e diventano rosse, però si può cucinare anche verde.
Cambia il sapore?
Un po' sì.
Yes, a
Sì,
bit
sì.
change. It's a bit
Sì,
different.
sì, sì. Di solito si cucinano miste. E la naturale è distribuita in tutto.
Ah, sì.
Facci vedere adesso. Pumpkin.
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 Oh, this is
The Sicilian one.
Sicilian.
Solo siciliano.
Only in Sicily.
Sì. Oh.
Sì, sì, sì.
Ma là c'è un'altra.
No, quello è una
Ah, that's also. From Halloween pumpkin we make.
dovrebbero togliere, sì.
Melanzane rondo?
Rotonda.
Rotondo.
Questo si chiama violetto.
That's the name of this type is named Violetto.
Violetto.
It's violet.
Sì,
Because of the color.
sì.
Color
sì.
violetto.
You know well what you got to do when that bass player starts walking that line and that drummer starts keeping that time. Oh girl, just follow me, just follow me and drop your worries and move your feet. Take my hand, dance with me, dance with me. Come on
Stasera voglio fare della pasta con pomodori, cipolla e melanzane. Faremo anche la pasta con la nostra farina. Mentre peperone, cipolle e patate facciamo un secondo piatto.
So with the arbor.
First thing to do is put the eggplant in salted water to drain out moisture and take away the bitterness. Pepper is cut into bite-sized pieces, potatoes are cubed, onions are diced, and some cutting corrections are made to the tomatoes.
Così e poi tutto.
finally, don't forget the magic ingredient.
Dance with me, dance with me. Set your mind at ease and dance with me.
Then it's time to prepare the peperonata and sugo al pomodoro. Always start with the highest quality of olive oil and sweat some onions. Delicately layer in the sweet peppers and top off with the cubed potatoes. Turn to a medium-low heat and cover the lid. Next up, the sugo al pomodoro, the tomato sauce for the pasta. Again, start with the highest quality of olive oil, sweat some onions, then add the capers.
Caperi?
Capperi.
Low heat, lid on, let the oil soak up all the flavors. Back to the peperonata. If the water from the washed peppers and potatoes has evaporated, it's time to mix, gently. When the onions for the tomato sauce is soft, add the cubed tomatoes. Gently mix the tomatoes and add some preferably homemade passata di pomodoro and some salt and let it simmer. Check if the potatoes are soft and the peppers are cooked. Then add the tomato cubes and some fresh basil. Turn off the heat and set the peperonata aside.
Tomate e basilico.
Sì.
And while the tomato sauce is gently becoming the best tomato sauce you'll ever have, it's finally time to make the pasta.
È 00, ma è una varietà di grano siciliano. Sicilia, grano duro.
3 types of flour are mixed, again, very gently. No eggs in this pasta, just some salt and water. Knead everything together into a monogamous, slightly elastic ball. After the dough has rested for about 15 minutes, it's ready to roll out and create the pasta shape that fits the type of sauce you're making. And in this case, we are making cavatelli, traditionally made with a fork.
This is the second version.
Innovated to a piece of wood.
Sì, sì.
But as one of the greatest inventors of all time, Leonardo da Vinci, is an Italian, sure, the Italians would invent something to make this labor-intensive, time-consuming task a bit more fashionable.
Whoa.
And now, in the final stage, everything we prepared will come together. Squeeze all the excess water from the eggplant and fry them in olive oil until golden brown.
Arms and say, I ain't feeling it today. 'Cause when that song begins to play,
Cook the cavatelli in water as salty as the sea until it floats.
you know well what you got to do. When that bass player starts walking that line and that drummer starts keeping that time. Oh girl, just follow me. Just follow me and try.
If it's al dente enough for you, reheat the sauce and start mixing the pasta with the pomodoro.
Take
Garnish with pieces of eggplant, top up with some kind of goat cheese, and then it's time to mangiare.
Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, dance with me. Come on and set your mind.
For Graziella and her family, it might just be another day at the office. But for my recently met new friends from New Zealand and me, it was a meal to look back at with a big, fat, uncontrollable smile.